This is Close Combat, Panthers in the Fog. You're watching episode 52 of the Axis campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. We're making our return to Vieux Bourg. We have 116th Recon, taking on 35th Division in the 0600 phase. We did not fare very well in this fight last time, so I'm really banking on the fog to obscure my units so I can get some nice ambush shots. For good measure, we are bringing along mortar and artillery support. Let's hope that that's enough to get the job done. World War II Movie Company is back. We have most of our 1st Infantry Platoon, and we still only have 2 elements in 2nd Platoon. They are both 2-centimeter autocannon armored cars. Down in support, we have a little bit of a problem. We don't have a ton of good support. So I only have 1 AT gun, and then 1 gun mounted on an AT car, and then we have a mortar half track. But that's really all I've got access to. So these guys have to get by with what they've got and either disband the enemy and then merge with someone else, or they can just advance on and try and avoid the fights and try and secure some maps. But these guys are not frontline ready, and it is turning into a problem. Enemy has 2 full rifle platoons, recon, armored cars, Shermans. We are probably going to be okay against the infantry as long as it just doesn't bum rush me. We have mortars and we have a mortar barrage, so that'll help. 4 vehicles to deal with is going to be a little bit of a tall ask with my 2 units that can kind of face them. All right, so we have a correction. I looked at my units wrong. I do not have a mortar half track. So, good news, I have 1 more gun half track. Maybe useful against the vehicles. Bad news, they still have a bunch of infantry, and I've got no mortar half track. On the other side of things, we do have our units in the south pretty well placed, I think, to deal with an infantry attack. But if you recall where Midway, the Dirty Dozen, and the Final Countdown are, they did assault that with armor last time. So my concern here is they just lead with tanks again, and I can't do anything about it. Now, I've got these guys hidden. I'm hoping that infantry shows their face. If it's armor, hopefully we'll just be able to squeak out of there. I do have the enemy below hidden behind them. They have one of the 2-centimeter autocannons, so if it is infantry, they might be able to support. As we move north, I have Tora, and the Guns of Navarone hidden behind buildings until we identify locations where tanks are so that they are safe and out of sight. I do have infantry leading them, and I've abandoned this flag here in order to defend those buildings. I don't want my infantry at them. They might take it. I might have to move back in and retake it, but I've got machine guns looking to the southwest, which hopefully can gun down anybody who comes across those hedges. We can't use them to support the flag further towards the south. This whole building is just undefended. There's not a good position to hold it from. And same kind of situation if I put the guys in there and armor rolls up on them, I don't really have an egress. So that's kind of where I'm thinking Tora, and the Guns of Navarone might be able to move south a little bit and put cannon rounds in there. Outside of that, the middle building is going to be kind of up for grabs. On the west end, I have put the Great Escape in the same location because the enemy took a little bit of ground. We're not able to dig in. So I put the Great Escape back in their gun pit from the previous fight. And then Patton is looking south from the edge of the building. Hopefully they can spot for the Great Escape. I wouldn't be surprised if the enemy starts right here in front of us, but we'll see how that plays out. I also brought Saving Private Ryan along to provide extra gun support in the event that we get something damaged or immobilized, or if we just need it right here on the corner. We're very underpowered. I'm not looking forward to how this is going to play out, but let's see where we get to. Oh, they're actually further back. They didn't spawn right in front. We have artillery available. I'm kind of thinking let's just send it right now. They're currently static, and we might get some infantry hits as well. We got another unit here. Oh, tank is getting ready to move. Come on, artillery. Oh, man. He might get out of there in time. Oh, second vehicle. Got an M20 there. If we hit that, that thing will drop. Okay, infantry hits. Oh, man. Is the M20 actually going to come through the barrage? Nice hits. We have new units down in the south. We are engaging. Let them engage. We'll see what's going on up here. Mortar support is online. I don't know if we just hit this with mortars right here. Try and get these guys driven back in this fight early. Hopefully this spread is not this wide. Alright, the Dirty Dozen maybe engage these guys down there just to get their heads down. Armored car immobilized. M4 Sherman is immobilized. I'm thinking this one's the one that's not immobilized. I thought I saw it move, but I might have just looked at it wrong. Mortars are dropping. Not a lot of good effect from the mortars. What happens if we bring the enemy below down? Okay, so this guy is moving. I was right. I saw him move. So the other one is the one that was probably in here that's immobilized. I would guess the Sherman is immobilized somewhere in this area. We are still missing one Sherman, so I'm reluctant to pull out one of my gun cars and try and engage that M20 right now. Good hits right here on infantry. Midway is drawing fire from the northwest. I'm not actually certain who. Unless there's somebody much closer and I'm looking too far. Alright, let's get these guys hidden again. We did clear that out pretty well. M20 still on there. Infantry moving. I don't know if I do try and move some infantry down here now that we've wiped out so much of theirs. That is quite the journey. I wonder... how we can support this position. So, like, if the Guns of Navarone go straight south, are they exposed here? We could try and see if we can get them down here. We'll just kind of keep an eye on known positions. As long as the Sherman's not, like, right here, straight through that road. And I don't know if we'll be able to see over these hedges or not, but I know we had some weird angles in the last fight where I could see across hedges. These look very tall. I can see across those. This looks very large right there, though. What do we got? All right, that M20 is still just sitting there spinning. We are settling in a little bit. I don't know. We have such weak units right now, like 3-4 manpower. I don't know if it's worth trying to bring any of these guys out to walk through here and scout and make sure that the area is clear. What do we got? Infantry on the move. They are pushing for this flag. That's the other option, is try and beat them to it and get in there. I don't know if we can. We could also bring down Tora, who does have some additional support. We could get a little bit more firepower. I'm not as concerned about a vehicle over here. Oh, they're already there. They're already there. Nope. Reverse that. I did not catch that. I don't know if they just took it or if the flag was always taken, but I had not noticed it. Get back. Let's reverse out of there. They are opening up on me. Ugh. He's doing the spin. Just drive out of there. We got infantry laying there. We got armored car approaching. Dirty Dozen, no effect. Neither of these guys have effect on vehicle. Final countdown does. And I don't know if the enemy below needs to come get in the fight now. I also don't know what kind of risk there is to the enemy below if they try and get close to where the infantry was hiding. We're counting on the final countdown here. These M20s cut down infantry so bad, though. Right there. All right. He is moving away. I don't know. Do we try and run the final countdown south? Close in and maybe get a kill? I mean, this is a wild idea, but it is currently distracted. Cars immobilized. They abandoned and surrendered. Okay, get back up there. More shots fired west. These guys right here. Get the final countdown pulled back to safety. What's over here? Okay. M20. This one's got to be immobilized, I guess. Something's not right, right? Didn't it say one of the M20s was immobilized? And they had two. Did they have two M20s and two? I can't go far enough back. Two M20s and two Shermans. Yeah, we can't see that. All right, Tora. Maybe go west. What kind of range are we looking at? We're under 100 meters. I don't know if I need to be further away from these guys. What about, I don't know, if we move Saving Private Ryan, they are on the main road, and we have not had good eyes on the main road to know that there's not a vehicle there. Final countdown can finish resting, and then maybe we move them. Is Tora being shot at? Yep. Put that there. Guns in Navarone. Can't quite see. I don't know if we could fit through there. I'd really like to go around that way versus getting closer. This infantry has not moved, so as long as they stay put, we can clean them up in a moment. Enemy below. Can't really support from that side. I don't know how exposed they are if they go this way. I know if we move the Dirty Dozen, these guys over here will spot them, so we can't just scout this southern area. All right. Can Ooh, what's this? More infantry pushing into that building. We got a good hit. I was going to move the Dirty Dozen up. I was thinking we don't need to hold this position. I mean, we do, but like the final countdown could hold it, and we take Midway and the Dirty Dozen up here. But if they're running fresh troops in there, I don't know that that's the way to go. Can we get that vehicle around quick enough that they're not at risk? Interesting. Can we hit this location? More infantry. This is kind of risky, but I do want the Guns of Navarone to clear the enemy position, get some range. All right. Let's just go straight north. We might have to scout with the enemy below a little bit. Oh, contacts. I hear a cannon. I don't know what that was. Was that... It didn't sound like me up here shooting. It sounded like something from the south. And we can hit right there. And what about... They are pushing out of there. All right. Let's go down to the south, where hopefully the enemy doesn't see us. Try and open up on them, I guess. I don't think Midway can. Maybe. What's over here? I don't know what this is. All right, both teams lost sight. We'll just let them defend. If they see somebody, we'll let them open up for a moment. And let's hold fire there for a moment. Do we try and bring these guys to the south? They're definitely going to be in line of sight unless they go wide. Infantry there. Who's shooting? I don't know if we're still taking shots from right here. Ah, I was looking away again. I missed it. Yep. Somewhere right here. Can they both support that? Only one. Infantry close. What would it take to get the Guns of Navarone? Move up a little bit, maybe? Infantry shooting. So they do see us here. Can we get the final countdown, move south, and then hide them? Tora is low on ammo. Ooh, Guns of Navarone got popped. I don't know what got them. Can we get out of there? When did the Guns of Navarone get hit? And from where? I don't know if there's a vehicle I don't see. or if the enemy infantry actually got like a lucky hit at 80, 90 meters. We lost eyes on this Recon. I don't know if the final countdown can make that or not. I hear lots of rifle fire, and I don't really see who or what is shooting. What am I missing? Doesn't seem like those guys. Infantry there. Ooh, did we just get shot at? Yep. There it is. Get out of there. There's the tank. I do not actually want to take that fight. So we're just going to try and bug out if we can make it. Despite the effectiveness that it says it has, I don't want to stand tall against the tank. Might lose him. Okay. Alright, so the final countdown, they're getting their miles in today. Alright, tank is engaging our infantry here. Let's pull them back a little bit. They do not need to be there at the moment. No reason to take casualties. We can wait and see if infantry will push up a little bit. I wonder, since that is probably the immobilized Sherman, right? I wonder if we leave the enemy below here, or if that's a concern that they will sneak up on it. Patton can see. Patton got one kill. Open up on them, Patton. Incoming! I'm tempted to move these guys down here. This is part of a larger element for sure, but I'm kind of wondering if we can take this position. We have Tora far out. They only have 2 cannon rounds left. I kind of needed that against vehicles. Looks like infantry is pushed out. Oh, that's them. That is a huge mistake. I did not see that. Engage there. We're going to bring Saving Private Ryan around just to get some support. Can you guys get back? Go. In harm's way does not want to throw smoke. There it goes. And it was terrible smoke. Allies do request a truce. I don't like this because I think that these guys that are pushed out a little bit are easy to kill. Patton. Shoot. No line of sight. I think the trees are blocking their view. I mean, the machine guns would be useful. All right. You guys take position where you can see. All right, I'm thinking final countdown. You go hold up there. These guys try and start moving up. We'll see if we can come up behind them. Where, oh, where do I go? I think enemy below can maybe come up from right here and support. They still shooting from there? All right, we got to watch out. Oh yeah, there we go. Saving Private Ryan. We got another one a little bit closer. Put another HE round in there. Nope. We are at 80 meters right now. Can we see from there? Can in harm's way help? I don't know if I move out and around to take this building, because that'd be a great position to fight them. We just only have a submachine gun. That's why I wanted to move these guys all together. Use the two sections as like one small fire team. You know, this would be a very winnable fight if we could drop this Sherman, and I still don't know where the other one is, but if we could drop the Sherman, I feel like that would really mess them up. Reload that machine gun. We can't see there. Just for the sake of it, I am going to try and move. We got another hit. I don't know, too, if this was a recon squad, right? Nope, this guy's fully dead. He's part of a different squad. I was wondering if he was part of these guys, but he's not. So this guy was part of 6-man team. I don't know where the rest of them died. Patton is in a decent spot, but could move along with the big red one down to take this position. That'd give us a little bit more firepower. Because they've been watching this road for so long and nothing's come up the road, I don't know that they're necessary there. We are still waiting on the enemy below. They're chugging along, but they're taking their time. Eyes on something to the west. Infantry retreating. Platoon HQ. Are we opening up? Yeah. I don't know if that means they're pushing out of this building. You guys doing okay? Healthy? Yeah, they're rested. Let's try and get ready for that. Enemy below is coming up to support. I'd like to stay away from the hedges. In harm's way can maybe come down and take this next hedgerow. You guys are going for the run. And I think we'll be able to get some of these positions recaptured. I want support from here, but they're on the struggle bus and time is winding down. They are shooting, maybe in harm's way. They are. Right there. Get the big red one over here. Let's bring Patton over here. Target identified. I mean, Tor says they're out of ammo, but they do have machine gun ammo, so It won't actually let me target with, there we go. But it won't let me target with the machine gun if they don't have cannon ammo. That's kind of frustrating. All right, we're doing it. Get in there. Get right there. What's over this way? Infantry, platoon headquarters. I don't think... Maybe they can hit that. I don't think we have anything that's in a good position to deal with it. I think let's move in harm's way down, make sure this is clear. Try and re-secure some of this terrain that they took. We are light on time. We took this flag back. Oh, they're close. They're close. Engage. BAR. Enemy below. Can't see. Midway. Get on them. Big Red One's too far to help. BAR team right there. Open up. Let's go ahead and charge down with Saving Private Ryan. Come on. These guys are out in the open. Ugh, I knew it. I knew we were going to start taking casualties. Come on, guys. Help the cause. More infantry right here. Final countdown. Can't see anybody. This should be easy to wipe. Of course you guys can't see. You're in a horrible position. Saving Private Ryan. Still can't see. So they are 2.5, 3 meters down. Yeah. Can you just get out of the water? Alright, Dirty Dozen needs to leave the middle of the building and actually get in the fight. This should be a very easy fight, and they're making it harder than it has to be. Let's say that. More grenades. Clear line of sight, guys. I can't really get much closer with this half track. They're going to be right on top. Okay. One of them surrenders. Coming in behind. The whole team? Whole team surrendered? Okay. We are pushing them back a little bit. We're not going to make it in 2 minutes, but the goal here is to make sure that whatever terrain they would have held, they are no longer. Where else? I don't know. There's only really one way out of here. Infantry making a push. Can't support. Let's get moved down to the south, and we might be able to do something. I don't think the enemy below tries to risk getting through there. They are moving on us. They are pushing hard. They want that flag retaken. Everything they've got is coming our way. Patton can't really see right there. Open up, open up, open up. Please shoot. Just pull the trigger to stop them. Now they're pushing towards the final countdown. All right, gun him down, gun him down. Big Red 1, change directions, get back in the building. Oh, Saving Private Ryan located the Sherman. Can we get out of there? What's the chances we get out of there? Is it not looking at me? Do I stay and engage it? Is it not looking at me? Tank is hitting my infantry. So we just need to take the east side of the building. Nope, now he's turning on the half track. He's looking at the half track now. We're going to die. All right. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. All right. Whew, that was wild. So they do have this little spot right here where they kind of pushed back, but we've got all the buildings and it looks pretty promising. We did hold on to 75% morale to their 53. We killed 14. We wounded 35. We took 4 prisoners and damaged 1 tank. We also captured a single vehicle. They killed 2, wounded 5, and destroyed 1 vehicle, which I still am not quite clear on how that vehicle was destroyed. The Big Red 1 has no kills. In Harm's Way has no kills. Patton has 1 kill. The Dirty Dozen, unfortunately, there are 50% casualties with 4 kills. Midway wiped out. That's very unfortunate because these guys had 9 kills. Then we have the Final Countdown with 1 kill. The enemy below has 2 kills. The Guns of Navarone unfortunately got hit. They got no kills. Tora 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 comes away with 5 kills. Saving Private Ryan has 2 kills. And the Great Escape was inactive with no kills. Okay, so first platoon leader's unharmed. BAR no kills. Rifle no kills. BAR no kills. Rifle no kills. BAR 1 kill. These guys are the only ones that we really did damage to so far. Rifle wiped out, no kills. Second platoon leader unharmed. Rifle wiped out. BAR wiped out. Rifle wiped out. BAR no kills. Rifle 1 kill. BAR no kills. So second platoon was the more active, and first platoon must be the guys that were taking shots at us from the far west side. Recon no kills. No kills. No kills. So we wiped out all 3 recons. M20, 1 killed and 1 surrendered. M20 with 2 kills. All right. That makes more sense. So this Sherman has a vehicle kill and 2 infantry kills. So when I parked the armored car there, it was basically unbothered for, several minutes. And then I'm guessing that Sherman rolled up, and because the infantry spotted it, the Sherman had some decent line of sight to it or something, popped it, and then we never saw it. That makes me feel a little better then. Other Sherman, no kills. So, like I said, it makes me feel a little bit better because I was sitting there thinking I played it safe. I played it far back. The infantry shouldn't be able to get me. That's kind of a wild shot, though, if you figure, because the armored car was popped right here. The Sherman was sitting over here. So he saw through here, across this, and got him up there. And I don't feel like I usually get that kind of over the hedge shot. I'm sure I do, but that's a wild shot. Kudos to them. If you guys enjoyed this fight, go ahead and like the video. Click the subscribe button to help support the channel, and check out the affiliate links to support me as a content creator. You can also become a channel member, and I would appreciate that. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.